I'm Ava Scheffler, and I get to go first this week.
And I'm Michelle Spiller, and I'm excited for spring break.
Hi, I'm Sean McClellan, and I've got This Week in Mepham Sports.
I'm no AJ Freed, but I'm Cumulonimbus Charles, so you've got weather.
I'm Jake Winkleman, and I have This Week's Around Campus.
Good morning, Mepham. Today's day 5. Please rise and join us for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Michelle, can you believe this is our first time filming together? I'm not sure if it's a moment in BMB women empowerment or we ran out of rotations for the announcements.
I feel like a feminist moment sounds more monumental, so let's run with that one instead of running out of rotations, especially during Women's History Month. So let's roll with that. On that note, let's give a quick shout out to all the powerful women who make strides every day to make this planet a better place.
Preach it, sister. Well, Mepham, we made it. Today is the last day of classes before spring break. Do not come into school on Monday because you will be utterly disappointed if you do. Classes resume on Tuesday, April 6th. For those of you traveling, be sure to be up to date on the quarantine requirements before returning to school on the 6th. And for the love of all that is good in the world, wear a mask.
For the past few weeks on the morning announcements, we've told you about Operation Smile. For more, here's BMB's Emily Yuck from outside the auditorium.
This is the Operation Smile office supply drop box in the Mepham main foyer. The club is collecting all sorts of office supplies to help children and hospitals in need in low-income and developing nations. The drop box is only going on for one more week after the spring break, so Operation Smile wants you to contribute to make a difference in the life of a child. For BMB, I'm Emily Yucht.
Thanks, Emily. For more on Operation Smile and how to donate office supplies to help save a life, check out our sister show, Midweek Update, with Haley Hepworth and Hannah Broxmeyer, where they also take a deep dive on some low-risk sports around the school, like swimming and track. So check it out on Only BMB.
And speaking of things that will only be on BMB, this year's Mr. Mepham will be an all-virtual event with 6 contestants, along with a look back at some of the greatest moments from previous year's contestants. This week in Around Campus, Jake sits down with one of the senior nominees, athlete Billy Kender.
Hey Pirates, I'm Jake Winkleman and welcome to Around Campus. This week, I get to sit down with the starting point guard, shortstop, and quarterback for the Mepham varsity football team and Mr. Mepham nominee, Billy Kender. So welcome to the studio, Billy.
What's up, Jake?
How does it feel for sports to be back in 2021?
It feels great. I'm finally back on the field, and I played basketball, so it was fun to be back on the court with all my friends, and we had a good time, so it gave us a little bit of hope to our senior year.
And what was it like reuniting with your teammates on the field and court for that first time back?
It was really good. Like I said, it gave us hope for our senior year. We were finally allowed to play, and after a long time off, it was just really fun to get back to it.
Definitely. And what does it mean to you to be a senior starting quarterback?
I mean, I was a starting quarterback last year for a good amount of time, so it just it's a big part of the team. So I have a lot of stuff to do, and I really feel like it helps the team a lot if I step up.
And most importantly, not only are you our starting quarterback, but you're also a Mr. Mepham nominee. How does that feel, and how are you going to eliminate the competition this year?
It should be a good one. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to do it yet, but I'm really looking forward to it when I get the opportunity to think about it. I'm excited to have a little bit of fun, hopefully bring my friends into it, and all around have a good time.
It's definitely going to be a good one, and that sounds great, Billy. I wish you the best of luck in Mr. Mepham and on the field for those Pirates. Thanks so much for chatting with me today. I'm excited to see the amazing things that you and this team have in store for this season. Go Pirates, and see you all next week on Around Campus. Now back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Jake, and good luck, Billy. Oh man, how I've missed all the fun events we used to have here before COVID.
Not all the fun is over. Saturday evening marks the beginning of Passover. Passover is the spring celebration of the liberation of the Israelites. This holiday is going to last 8 days, and we hope everyone celebrating has a wonderful holiday.
And don't forget Easter.
Speaking of Easter, Easter falls on Sunday, April 4th, so happy Easter to everyone who's celebrating as well.
On an entirely different note, today is Epilepsy Awareness Day. Weird transition, but it's a time to get people talking about epilepsy, raise awareness of the condition, and raise vital funds.
Hopefully you're wearing purple. Be sure to acknowledge this very important day. And a warm day, Ava. I got spring fever.
Ah, yes, the only fever we can hope for these days. I wonder if this weekend's going to be any better than today.
Aren't you a meteorologist?
Hardly. So let's send it over to Cumulonimbus Charles with this weekend's weather.
Thanks, Ava. It is most imperative that the elephant in the room is addressed. We at BMB uphold a certain set of standards, an air of gravitas, a quality assurance, if you will, when we present. Last week's weather broadcast was an outlier. Those responsible are in the timeout corner as we speak, and they will remain there until further notice. Our most sincerest apologies for not providing as thorough a broadcast as the Bellmore-Merrick community deserves. Let's move on from this avalanche of a situation onto the thing that you, dear viewers, so graciously stick around for, the weather. Today's weather is making it look like the great outdoors are going to be completely and utterly obsolete. There's going to be a low of a remarkable 47 degrees and a not so unremarkable high of 69 degrees. For some, the currently ongoing rain might set the stage for the rest of the day, but perhaps the rain withering away an hour or two after school may brighten up the mood. Tomorrow is a claustrophobic oasis, evident by being a sunny day sandwiched between chunks of cloudy, inclement weather. With no rain in sight, this is what has been declared by some as a righteous day. And believe it or not, the numbers beneath this icon right here are quite glorious. I mean, 46 and 63 reliably add up to 109, a number that is widely known by the masses. How about Sunday? How about Sunday? Sunday's weather is a clear testament to the state of the great outdoors. Wet, very wet, too wet even. Alas, Sunday is going to happen no matter the please, so it's best to buckle up for a very bumpy ride. I'm all out of juice for today, and I sure bet you are, because there has got to be a reason for the upcoming spring break. So I might as well send you guys back to the studio.
Thanks, Charles. I'm just so excited to get out of school for a while, appreciate the spring, and mess up my sleep schedule.
Yes, but we are one step closer to summer. As the third marking quarter comes to an end, the Friday we get back, take some time to do those missing assignments we know you have waiting in your Google Classroom and beg your teachers for forgiveness.
And just so you won't have to Google the Pirates sports schedule over break, Sean McQuillan is back with your week at Mepham Sports.
As we reach the halfway mark of the fall sports season, Mepham sports teams are getting ready to make those playoff pushes. Starting off with swimming, Wednesday night, the Bellmore-Merrick Lady Sharks took home another win. Rachel Breslin placed first, winning the 50 free, 100 free, and 200 free relay and made counties in both. Diana DeTorio and Stefania Callan both earned spots in the counties as well. Great job, ladies, and good luck today against Plainview. Last night, the boys badminton team and the girls tennis team were at JFK to take on the Cougars, while the volleyball team was in action in Hicksville. Speaking of the boys volleyball team, BMB will have its cameras at your game April 1st at 10 a.m. Make sure to tune in on the BMB YouTube channel to watch your Mepham Pirates volleyball team take on Levittown District in what is to be a very intense game. Looking for something to watch before then? Today, the boys soccer team will be in action and BMB will be covering their game as well when the Mepham Pirates take on New Hyde Park. The boys look to move to 3 wins on the season today, and it will surely be a great game against such a tough opponent. So be sure to tune in. In the world of national sports, Major League Baseball's opening day is just around the corner, which means it's time for the New York Yankees and the New York Mets to come back in action on April 1st. With moves made this previous offseason, both teams are ready to battle for the championship. Let's go Mets. That's all from me. For BMB, I'm Sean McQuillan. Now back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Sean. This just in, for those of you planning on watching the volleyball game on April 1st, there has been a change of plans. The game against MacArthur, that's right, I said MacArthur, has been rescheduled. More on the developing story as it happens. Now for today's quote of the day. Keep your eyes on the stars and your feet on the ground.
Truly inspirational, very heartfelt. This has been the morning announcements for Friday, March 26th. I'll catch you next time on the morning announcements.
Have a great break, Mepham. Yeah! Yeah, took a while. We got it.